Hi, Chris Kuzmal here. Today we're going to talk about some changes that we made to the heap REPL that I had spoken about before. And the changes are to have created two new methods, test heap draw and test heapify. As you can see here in the code, test heap draw is commented out. It runs, but both test heap draw and test heapify actually draw a heap, and we'll show you that in a moment. Let's take a look at test heap draw first. So we're going to leave test heapify. We're going through some code right here, lines 29 through 45 are test heapify. Test heap draw creates an array list of comparables. That's on line 48. And adds 999 to that array list, and then does a loop where it adds 99 more values of value 20 through whatever 20 plus 98 is, 118, I suppose. Those values added together are then used as those values, yes, added into the array list are then passed. That array list is passed to the heap constructor, which creates a heap called H. And then we invoke the standard draw operation of clear, and then invoke a heap draw method, and then invoke show from standard draw. Standard draw, therefore, then actually draws the image. So that's what that does. The question that you might very well have in mind is, what does the draw method do? Because I don't think that we have that available for you. And here's the thing. I mean, that is to say, I haven't shown it to you yet. We definitely have it available for you. And in fact, I will show it to you, but with a distinct purpose. The purpose is abstraction. Because I will tell you that the draw method, while not completely overwhelming, is more complex than I think is appropriate to bother to discuss or to try to understand when you're getting an introduction to heaps. And so I could explain this code, and I thought about explaining this code, and then I decided I would postpone it, and then I decided I wouldn't completely avoid explaining it. Here's what I'm going to tell you. What this method does is it draws a heap. But I'm not going to explain how. That's what abstraction is. Indeed, one of the most important skills you have to learn in computer science is that you do not and cannot attempt even to understand certain methods. And for our purposes, we're going to say that you do not and you need not understand the draw method in terms of how it's implemented, simply what it does. What it does is useful. So let's see if I can run. And here I run, and you see these two circles, a little circle at the top and a bigger circle down to the left. This is just a tiny heap. Tiny heap of two elements. And the size of the circles corresponds to the size of the elements, and this is a heap where the smallest elements are at the top, and a heap of two elements, if it indeed has the heap property, will have the smallest element at the top. So this is a representation of a tiny heap drawn using the draw method, but I'm not going to go into the details of how that draw method works. So next time, what we'll do is we'll talk about the methods that support and the actual method that performs heapify. And so next time, we'll be looking at heapify, and we will be exploring and explaining all the details of how heapify works.